Hey Felicia, I was wondering if you had a quick second to talk about something really quick.
Oh, well, hey there, Tiffany. It isn't often that I hear from you. What's up? What did you want to talk about?
Well, I had a little favor that I wanted to ask of you.
Oh, really? Well, sure, if it's something that I can do for you.
I know that it might seem like a big to ask, but I know that you can do this for me if you try.
Well, what is it? I can't know until you tell me what it is.
Well, the thing is that I want to go back to work starting from today.
Oh, really? But I thought that you had just given birth like 2 months ago.
Yes, I did, but now my work is saying that they really need me back, and that there are things that can't move forward without me being there. So I really need to get back to work.
Oh, I understand. That sounds really tough on you, though. I'm sorry to hear that.
It's tough, yeah, the whole situation is kind of a mess. But anyways, that's why I've left my baby on your front step so you can watch her for me while I work.
Wait, what? What do you mean by that?
Anyways, thanks so much for taking care of the little one. Bye.
Wait, what? What are you talking about? Tiffany! I can't believe you really just dropped off your baby at my house!
I know, it's crazy, right? Anyways, thanks so much for taking her in. I'll let you know when I want her back.
We aren't going to be taking your baby in our house.
I know it's sudden, but I'm already on the subway headed to work and I'm going to be quite busy for a while.
Well, what about Theo? It's his kid, too. And I'm sure he wouldn't be happy knowing that you handed off your baby to his sister with no experience in child rearing.
Oh, don't you worry about Theo. He's in a different country on a business trip.
I know that! But that makes it even worse that you would do something like this.
Look, this is only going to be a few months at the most, okay? I'm just really busy at work right now, but if I buckle down, there's a chance that I could get promoted. So please, just leave me alone until I reach you out again, okay?
I'm glad that you're so eager to get back to work, but I can't just raise your 2-month-old baby for that long.
Well, how do you even know that you can't if you haven't even given a try, huh?
Are you serious right now? You know that both my parents are dead and that I don't have a family who I can ask for help with this. Besides, I'm not even married, and I've never had to take care of a baby before. I can't do this!
Ugh, you're really persistent, do you know that? Anyways, I already told you that I'm going back to work as of today, and you're really not helping my mood.
Well, I also have work to do, you know.
What are you talking about? I thought that you were unemployed.
Why would you think that?
Look, I have to get to work. I don't have time for this. See you.
Tiffany! Come back here right now! Tiffany, are you there? Tiffany, it's been 3 whole days. I tried reaching you yesterday and the day before that, and you've been ignoring my calls. When are you going to come and pick up your kid? I already told you that I live alone and don't have anyone to help me with this.
You mean it's already been 3 days? Well, it seems that you're a natural at raising kids then.
That isn't what this means, Tiffany. You can't leave a baby on someone's doorstep and expect them just to take care of it.
Oh, please, it's only been a few days. Don't be such a drama queen.
Are you kidding me right now?
Anyways, you got this. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
Tiffany, you're not going to just disappear again, are you?
I see that you've been trying to get a hold of me recently. Sorry that I'm just getting back to you now. Work has been crazy and I've just been totally ignoring my phone to stay focused. I just caught a small break and thought to check my phone now, so I'm sorry to keep you waiting.
Theo! Thank goodness you're getting back to me.
What do you mean? Is everything okay?
Well, I know that you're out of the country on business, but I really needed to get a hold of you.
So something did happen. I was reading through some of your messages and they just seem way more panicked and desperate than the types of things that you usually send me.
Theo, I'm just curious. Have you heard anything from Tiffany at all? Because I'm still holding on to your kid.
Wait, what? What do you mean by that?
I mean that I've called Tiffany and asked her to come and pick her up, but she won't answer the phone. I've even tried going to your place, but there was no one there. She's totally ignoring and maybe even hiding from me. But I've been watching your kid by myself for the past month.
Wait a second, you've had my daughter for the past month?
That's right. Although I was talking with a neighbor the other day, and they thought I should go to Child Protective Services. I really was thinking about doing something like that until you just got back to me now.
Hold on a second, I'm really confused here. I heard from Tiffany that she had a friend who ran a daycare and that she was dropping off our kid with them for the time being.
Did she really tell you that?
Yeah, she said she had some connection who could watch the baby and that a space opened up and she was able to get her in. I thought that that's what's been going on here. She said she was going to leave her at the daycare while she was at work and then pick her up at night.
I don't believe it.
I mean, I left Tiffany $2,000 because she said it would be enough to cover the daycare expenses. But now you're telling me that you have our baby?
That's right. And I've had her the past month. Tiffany just left her at my house, and I certainly haven't been paid for any of the babysitting that I'm doing.
What the heck is going on here?
That's what I'm trying to figure out, Theo.
Felicia, I'm really sorry to ask, but do you think you can hold on for just a couple more days?
What are you going to do?
Well, I have to go back home and deal with all of this, don't I?
But what about your work?
I'm sure my boss would understand that I can't just leave things as they are right now. Besides, you're one of my company's top illustrators, so if something is happening that's going to be impeding your work, I'm sure my company will want it taken care of.
I see. You're probably right about that. Okay then, I'll try and hold on for a little longer.
I am so sorry that all of this has happened, but please just hold on for a little while more.
It's okay, Theo. Just hurry back and be safe.
Hey Felicia, I just got a call from my mom saying that she had my daughter. Is that true? It's barely even a month and you're already giving up? You're an unemployed old maid. Why can't you do something for a working mother trying to get back in the office?
I am going to raise Rose from now on, Tiffany.
Excuse me, and just who do you think you are? You can't just claim my baby like that after a month.
It's not Felicia, it's Theo.
Wait, Theo?
That's right, and I know all about how for the past month, you just abandoned our child with my sister so that she could take care of her. I'm going to text you from my phone now.
What's going on here, Theo? I thought you were going to be away for at least a couple of months.
That was the plan until I got messages from my sister explaining everything that had happened. I just got back home yesterday after talking to my work about all of this. So, do you have anything to say for yourself about what's happening?
I just don't get the big deal. Felicia doesn't even work. Why can't just babysit for a while?
What are you talking about? Of course Felicia works.
Wait, really? She does?
Yes, and she's a very important illustrator that my company hires, so we need her free to work.
But I had no idea.
Well, now it appears that your little stunt has gotten in the way of her working. When I told my boss what was happening, she personally signed off on sending me home straight away to deal with this. I seriously can't believe this has been happening for the past month.
I don't know what to say.
Well, after I got home yesterday, I called your mom, explained to her what was happening, and asked her to come and pick me up. Then we stopped by Felicia's to pick up our daughter and bring her to your parents' place.
So you were the one that told my mom what was going on?
That's right. And then I went back to our apartment and no one was there. Just where are you right now?
What do you mean? I've been staying at home this whole time.
Well, this whole place is covered in dust. I don't think that anyone has been living here since I left for my business trip.
Wait, what are you trying to say?
I mean that I want to know why, when I called your work to ask about you, did they say that you were still on maternity leave?
You've even called my work?
Of course I did, Tiffany. What happened to the $2,000 I gave you for the daycare?
Well, I don't know.
Well, I'm pretty sure I have a good idea.
What do you mean by that?
I bet that you spent it all to go on a little vacation with some guy that you're having an affair with.
An affair? Don't be ridiculous. Of course I'm not cheating on you.
Well, one of our neighbors told me that during the times when I've been away, the same strange man has been coming over. He even had pictures to show me of this guy.
You have to be kidding me.
Well, I have to say that I was just shocked to see that the man coming over was none other than my childhood friend Cameron.
No, you don't understand. This is all just a big misunderstanding.
Well, anyways, I called his family and explained to them about all of this, and now they're on their way to his place now.
What? Right now?
I imagine that they'll arrive any minute now.
Please, you don't understand. You're making a mistake.
Save your excuses for someone who cares, Tiffany. You abandoned our 2-month-old child with my sister who lives alone and has no experience taking care of a baby. And for what? So you can go and cheat on your husband? Well, I never want to see you again, but I am going to be taking Rose with me.
But what about your business trips and those kinds of things?
I thought I told you to can it. You are never going to see our daughter again.
I think I should get something out of the way here. Rose is most definitely my brother, Theo's baby. After this whole fiasco, he had a DNA test done to confirm it, and was relieved to know that the baby was his. It almost made the fight for custody much easier. Both Tiffany and Cameron were sued for their affair, and Theo's job agreed to stop sending him on business trips for the time being. For now, he's waiting for a vacancy to actually appear at legitimate daycare. In the meantime, however, he's learning to be a single father and doing his best to watch over his daughter. I've been able to focus on my work again, thankfully, and things have mostly returned to normal. Although, now that my brother is taking care of Rose all by himself, I make sure to visit him often to see if he needs any help and give him any pointers that I picked up over my month taking care of her. I might not be the greatest mom, but I would like to be a really good aunt. As for Tiffany, she was required to pay child support on top of the lawsuit money. Rumors about her began to make their way around her office, and the shame caused her to make several mistakes at work. And I hear her next quarterly review is not going to go so well.
Larry, what is going on here? Why is your mother coming over to our house?
Lola, what do you want now? What's the problem?
Where are you right now?
I'm at my mother's house. I'm packing up her things and getting it moved over there.
Wait, what? Your mom's not coming to live here, is she?
Yeah, of course. I told Mum to head over to the house before me, as it might take me a while to get everything sorted. Look, I haven't eaten lunch yet, so why don't you whip up something for us, alright?
Back up, mister. You're avoiding my question. You're not seriously saying that you're packing up your mother's things and moving her in here with us, are you?
Yeah, I am. What of it?
I'm strongly against this from happening.
Why? What's the big deal?
Well, let's see. The reason why I stopped going over to her house was because every time we did, she used to tease me about our marriage and make me feel terrible. Come on, you know her well enough to see how she treats me. And the fact that you never even consulted me about what you were doing? Is this some kind of joke?
God, calm down, Lola. You become so testy recently. It's been over a year since you gone to see her. My mum has forgiven you for your selfish efforts to isolate yourself.
Are you kidding me, Larry?
In addition to that, she's given you a chance to earn back your great daughter-in-law card. So you need to do your best to prove that to her, from today.
This seriously must be some kind of bad joke.
Why would I joke? Are you not paying attention on what I said before?
I'm not living in the same house as your mother.
What? You have no choice but to live with her now.
I outright reject this insane idea you have.
And I'm not going to let your selfishness come into play again. I forgave you the last time you did this, as I think you needed some time to calm down. I'm not going to do that this time. Her house has already been sold. And is about to be handed over to the new owners, so she needs somewhere to live.
The house has been sold? I had no idea.
If you refuse to live in the same house as her, she's going to completely lose her way and be on the streets. Do you want that on your conscience? No matter how hostile you are, how could you do such an inhumane thing to your husband's own mother? Now that my dad has passed away, our house is the only place you can come home to, you know?
So, this is how you choose to act then.
Lola, if you refuse to let our mother live with us, then I guess I've got no choice but to file a divorce from you.
If that's what you want, I get it. Fine. Let's get divorced.
What? Are you really wanting to do this?
You can't give me empty threats, Larry. From today, I'll go hand over the divorce papers at the courthouse.
Are you being serious about this, Lola?
Yep. By the way, your mother has been making a fuss over whether or not you've had lunch yet, so you should buy something for you both.
Hey, you should be the one preparing lunch for all of us if we're together.
We're getting divorced, Larry, so I'm saying no to making anything.
What? You're saying no to me?
If I keep having to do what you and my mother-in-law say to me, there will be many disagreements, and I can't have that if we all live together. I guess just be grateful that I'm not forcing you both out of the house.
Lola, don't be like this.
I will start to prepare things then. Not your mother's lunch, though. Just the divorce papers. Once you get back home, please sign them, so this can be over and done with.
Hey, Lola, did you really just leave my mother behind at the house and went out?
Yeah, I come back now and I'm in my room. And I did that while I was working from home.
Why'd you do that?
Oh, do what you like for dinner. I went to the convenience store and bought my own dinner. I'll eat in my room.
Who do you think you are? We're all living together from today, so why are you being so uncooperative? You know that we need to compromise, right? Because we're a family.
Do you think you even have the right to use the word compromise after trying to force me? Us all to live together?
Don't talk to me like that. Did you really go and file for the divorce papers?
Oh, get over it, Larry. Of course I did. I left it in the living room. Didn't you see it?
Even your name has been written on the dotted line. Pinpoint precision.
Yep. Now we just need for you to sign it. So can you do that? Quick, please?
You seriously want to get a divorce? I know who you really are, Lola. I've seen it.
What do you mean, Larry?
Nothing. It's fine. If this is what you want, I'll give you the divorce, okay? Suppose I'll write my name on the divorce papers then, shall I? But you'll be the one who has to deal with all the trouble if we go through with this.
Yeah, that's fine. It's not a big deal to me, Larry. Now, can you hurry it up with the signing?
Alright. I'll sign the damn papers. Hey, Lola, about those divorce papers. I took them into the courthouse.
And what are you talking about?
Oh, you must have thought that if you threatened me with divorce papers that I'd panic and my mother would no longer be able to live here. What a shame for you. You never thought that I'd turn it all around and actually do it, did you? It's a bit late for you to panic now, since it's already been done. It's not good to intimidate someone with something so extreme as a divorce.
Okay, I understand that, but
But what? What is it now?
you saved me a lot of time and energy doing that, so thank you for going to file them.
Huh? You didn't explain the but before.
Oh, yes, but there's the issue of dividing up the property that we have, so I have asked a lawyer for some guidance.
You went to a lawyer? Whatever for?
Of course I did. I was introduced to this lawyer through a close friend of mine who dealt with their case.
Why's the lawyer got to be involved?
Look, this is not a good time to talk. I have an online meeting in like a minute. We'll talk about this another time.
Another time? But what is there to talk about? Aren't you going to tell me anything about this lawyer?
I really must go now, Larry. We can discuss this more at a later date.
Hey, you need to get out of here and fast.
Larry? Get out? Who needs to get out?
This is about you, Lola. It's already been a month since we got divorced, so how long are you planning on squatting here for?
Squatting? I'm doing no such thing.
This is my mother's and ours house, not yours. So you need to hurry up and leave.
But I sold this house though, so how is it yours?
Wait, what? You sold my house without telling me?
Why so shocked, Larry? When I went to the lawyer's office, he explained the whole process to me properly. Once the divorce was finalized, I wanted you to move out of the house by the end of this month. If you don't want me to be in this house, you can always take legal action.
You're kicking me out the house.
Well, yes, when it comes to this house, it's in my name as I inherited it from my uncle since he had no children. I'm sure you knew this.
Oh, I guess you did tell me that before we even considered getting married. But when we got married, you changed your last name to mine, right?
What do you mean?
Or did you forget? My mother told me that a bride should entirely devote herself to her husband. That's why the house should be changed to my name.
I don't think that's how it works. Are you crazy?
Really? Lola, did you not proceed with the change? How could you?
There's no way that I would agree to this so-called story over changing everything into your name.
So you seriously didn't do that?
Obviously, there's no point in changing my name for only that reason. It makes no sense.
This can't be happening to me right now.
Oh, well, it was a stupid thing to continue with the whole story that we are living together without my permission.
What stupid thing?
My mother used to ask, is it because of the number of economically independent women has been increasing over time? Is the position of the mother-in-law and daughter-in-law equal? Or is it getting worse because of that? So, if a more outspoken and independent woman comes along, do you beat her to pulp? If you're going to just bully your own wife, of course she's going to fight back.
But
That's what this situation feels like right now, doesn't it?
But that's not it. I'm not bullying you. All you're doing is working from home. You're making way less than me now, so I don't know how you're going to afford your post-divorce lifestyle.
Hey, don't attack me for my job. I earn twice as much as what you do.
Twice as much? I don't believe you.
When I first got married to you, I was earning just a bit less. As I continued to work, my salary started gradually increasing, so now I earn quite a bit more than you.
You can't be serious.
Oh, I'm dead serious, Larry. Are you unemployed right now?
Why'd you mention that?
I heard the company you work for went bankrupt 3 months ago.
How could you have found that out?
I told you that I've got a friend at that company. So, why did you think that I wouldn't find out?
Oh, of course. You found out with your loudmouth friends.
Yeah, anyways, when are you planning on leaving here?
My plan?
Yeah, since you sold the house that your mother used to live at, you'll have no choice but to rent or buy a new house. By the looks of it, doesn't seem like you're looking at all.
Because we didn't think we were in a position that we had to leave the house.
I'm not changing my mind. You've got until the end of this month to leave. So you've now got 5 days to pack up your things and leave, okay?
We only have 5 days.
Even if you don't have a place to live, you still need to leave, alright?
I can't believe what you're saying right now. I haven't found another job and you're just going to ignore that fact. If you're going to be like this, you should be the one providing me a place to work and a place for my mother and I to live. If you're the one to do that, then I can leave at any time then.
There's no way I'm doing any of that. There's nothing I can do now. We're divorced. You should try contacting that friend of yours if you need help.
What friend?
That friend that you mentioned? Don't come complaining to me later if you don't get any help.
Hey Lola, why is there a big black truck parked in front of my house?
It's a potter's truck, of course.
Potters? What the heck?
Yeah, they're a well-known lumber company in our area, you know? The owner's daughter was a year ahead of me in high school.
Wait, hold up. The Potters Lumber Company's daughter went to your high school? No way. It's not Laura Potter.
Hold on a second. So you do know her?
We're in the same year at middle school.
Wow, I did think that we were from the same town, but I didn't think that you would have that sort of connection. Well, when I told her about my situation with you and my mother-in-law, she went and told her father as well.
She talked to the owner.
Of course, they're father and daughter after all. At the same time that you got a job, your mother arranged to move into the company's housing estate.
What? Wait a minute. Please stop talking to the Potters. To think I'd work for them when I said I wouldn't.
Well, we found a lot from the real estate agent about this. That real estate agent really knows a lot.
No matter which side you look at it, what you're doing isn't fair.
You're the one who told me to get you a job, Larry.
But not with them. Seriously.
What did I say earlier? I don't want to hear your complaints.
But my mother got into the car with the handsome-looking guys from the pickup unit.
Oh, nice! Is it true that your mother goes weak at the knees when it comes to handsome-looking men?
This isn't funny, Lola.
Hey, come on. It's just a joke. Besides, you can't let your mother go alone, can you?
No, but I can't leave.
You will leave. Please hurry up and get in the truck.
This can't be happening to me. This is crap. It's not fair.
With Larry chasing after his mother, who's eager to be picked up by handsome men, and doesn't get what's going on, gets into the car, about to burst into tears. Also, I had the secret ingredient to get my ex-mother-in-law into the vehicle with no problems given to me by Laura. With her being enticed into the vehicle, Larry had no choice but to settle into his company housing estate and began working at the lumber site the next day. It seems like he's being well educated amidst the warm welcome of his colleagues. And my mother-in-law, of course, she doesn't have a worksite job, so it seems like she's being taught mainly business etiquette and interpersonal skills during her desk work. They have no choice but to be exhausted every day as they have nowhere else to go. It seems they are spending their days working hard, even with tears in their eyes.